and we're going to jump straight in. So, and then those of our returners, Charles, I got your question there as well. Thank you. Drop that in. Anyone else with returning questions, please let those be known. All right, guys, this is where I'm going to begin. I'll start in Gmail for two reasons. One is I'm going to introduce the concept of the technology to you, and also one of the first use cases, one of the most effective as well. So this is what Dubb is all about. I know most of our people are in Gmail. Outlook's going to be very similar. Now, how this works is instead of typing, right, instead of coming in and typing a message, I have this little button here right inside of my Gmail or Outlook where I can press to record. So instead of typing, I'm going to record a video. And in this example, I'm going to give you guys, this one is what I call a face to the name. And this has been around since the beginning of Dubb, seven years now. And this is we probably have more case studies, client success stories from this one use case than probably about anything else. So I know if you guys just did this one thing, you'd see a tremendous impact in your responses right away. So first, we're inside of the email, ready to record a video. We're also going to use the Dubb mobile app at the same time. And really quick, I'll show you the Dubb mobile app. Let me spotlight this. Has a little feature right here, this clipboard. This clipboard gives you a digital whiteboard. And I'm going to say here, hey, John. And I'll go back to my screen real quick. And so now I'm here in my email, and I'm going to start with my video like this. I'm going to press start recording. It does a little countdown. And I'm going to say, hey, John, just wanted to put a quick face to the name. It's Darius. I got your information, and it looks like you're looking for more info on some of my coaching. And so what I did is I created a video. It comes right after this. It's going to tell you exactly how my coaching business is helping individuals just like yourself. In fact, there's going to be some client success stories below this, a link to my calendar so you can schedule a time, and more information on the website. So thanks again for your time, and really looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this next message. So something like that is what we could say. I gave a very specific script here for a very specific reason, which I'll come and explain further. But on its head, that is the idea of Dubb. This first concept, adding a video to your email, and this first strategy, which is essentially adding a face to the name or a video that, looks very personal for the people opening it. So when we go to record that, that's what they're going to see. Or when we go to share that, sorry. And this is why I started with the hey, John, is because when John goes to open this email, this is going to look better above and beyond than probably any email in their inbox. Very, very few people have received these types of personal video emails that have their name in it. It's completely obvious that this video is created just for them. And the idea with it is that I did that in less than 30 seconds or around 30 seconds or so. So this is that first concept, instantly record a video from inside of your email. And the first strategy is to include their name in the thumbnail. So they're going to be that much more likely to click, to watch, and to respond. So again, if you did nothing else, just this one, you would see a massive increase in your positive responses. We've measured this hundreds of times across hundreds of different businesses, different industries, verticals, and every business, especially businesses where the relationship is more personal, like coaching, like real estate, mortgage, where it's a one-on-one. You're not dealing with like a huge entity and paying for a service. You're working with one person. That's where these types of one-to-one messages are really going to have a bigger impact. So that is use case number one and strategy one, face to the name, video, and email. Now, I'm going to move quickly, and then we're going to pause to a second type of video. This one, the concept is very similar. It's one-to-one messaging. It's for prospecting, lead gen, but this one is for LinkedIn specifically. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up a prospect's LinkedIn page. In this case, we're going to pretend Ruben is the person I want to connect with. He's the person I want to do business with. And so from here, I'm going to click on this little button. This is the Chrome extension. And one of the things that it does is it allows you to record your screen. So now I'm going to put my little bubble right by his little bubble. So it looks kind of like we're talking, right? The same. Now I'm going to press tab so that it doesn't record everything. It's not going to take my browser tabs, my bookmarks, my desktop. It's going to be just this LinkedIn page. I'm going to press start recording. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to say, Hey, Ruben, it's so great to connect. The reason I actually wanted to connect, I wanted to share something with you. It's actually a video my team made. It comes right after this, and it's going to tell you exactly how our coaching program is benefiting CEOs and founders just like yourself. I know you're going to find this next video really interesting. It's right up your alley. And below this, you'll find a link to some success stories, some other clients who've succeeded, as well as a link to my calendar, website. You can even text me or call me right from this video. So thanks again for your time, and really looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this next message. Again, very similar example, very similar script. The idea behind these two different strategies, guys, is we're using video for outreach, for a prospecting message, because it is going to instantly differentiate us from all of the noise that's out there. Just really quickly, like, look at my inbox. It's copy and pasted paragraphs of people saying, hey, look at all this, book a time in my calendar. That's what everybody's LinkedIn messaging looks like right now. And what we're showing is you're going to send a message that instantly differentiates you from all of that. That's what your message is going to look like in their LinkedIn, where they can see, oh, wow, that's a video. This is about me. It's for me, because they can see their LinkedIn profile there instantly. So that is the strategy that we're recommending for the connection message on LinkedIn. I don't recommend sending this if they're not a connection yet, because more than half of connection requests are ignored. So don't bother with the custom video until they're connected. But once they are, that's what the message is going to look like. And again, the concept is I just did that in less than 30 seconds. I recorded that message. And then Dubb is going to add everything else to this video. The other video that I mentioned, my buttons, I'm going to show that in a second. But this is the second concept, which is using the screen recorder for the same purpose. So before I showed the whiteboard to put their name on it, this is the same concept where we're having the video be something of theirs. So instead of looking like that, it's going to look like this. So whether you send it through LinkedIn or Gmail, now that's what they're going to see. Again, it's much more interesting for Ruben than the plain text that everybody else is sending right now. There's a massive increase, guys, right now of AI and automation. So people are using the AI to generate all this awesome copy, and they're sending it out in bulk and automation as much as they can. And so that's what we're competing against, is it's a lot more messages, but they're all text-based, because that's what AI is really good at right now. And so this is instantly how to cut through that increase in noise that we're all going to be dealing with as well. Okay, quick pause. This is the first two use cases, guys, for reaching out, for prospecting, for sort of lead nurturing. I wouldn't necessarily consider that lead generating, because you sort of have to already have the idea of who is the lead before you send them that message. I'm going to show something else for lead generation, which is going to be your posting, right? Your content generation. So quick pause. I'm going to make sure I answer any questions. Rhonda, your mic is on. Any questions about that LinkedIn prospecting use case? Go ahead.
Yeah. So quick question. I saw on your Gmail, because I use Gmail as well, you had all of those little templates and all that other stuff. I have created the videos, but my challenge has been, and again, my one-on-one was very, very quick. So it went a little too fast. How do you insert it? That's what I've been.
Yeah. Okay.
I know that sounds silly,
no,
but
no, absolutely not. That's one of the most important pieces. So if you're inside of Gmail, the best way to do that is to have the Dubb Chrome extension installed. So
I have that.
Yeah, as long as that's installed. So when I click on it, it opens up like this. That means I'm logged into it. Everything's ready to go. Then I will automatically have this button inside of Gmail. And the way that it's going to work is wherever your cursor is. So I'm going to put my cursor there. I click the Dubb button, and then I click insert. And that's where it's going to put the video, just like that.
So I wasn't clicking the Dubb, the Dubb icon on the bottom of Gmail. Is that, and does it work the same way with LinkedIn? Same thing?
It does. It does exactly the same way. So there's that same button. As long as you have the Chrome extension, click the button and then insert the video.
Yep. So another really stupid question. Okay.
No worries.
I was actually on with somebody before telling them about Dubb, right? Because they were interested in because I was on Zoom, I couldn't show them how are you doing this? Because you're on Zoom.
Yeah. Okay. If you're on a PC, you can only use the camera in one place at a time.
Okay. That's what I was doing. Yeah. That was my question.
You got it. So good. Excellent.
Thanks.
Okay. No, you got it. Excellent questions, Rhonda. Io, any questions on that piece that I just showed there, the Gmail
Yeah.
or LinkedIn? Go ahead.
Can you just go a little bit deeper about if you're on a PC, about the one camera? And then I have another question.
Yeah, well, basically what it means is if you're on a PC, your PC is only able to access the camera in one application at a time. So like right now, if I was on a PC and I'm using my camera in Zoom, I'm not going to be able to use the webcam anywhere else. I can't go
Got it.
to Teams or anything else. So that's all that. Or if I'm using it in Dubb, vice versa, I cannot use it in Zoom now. So it's whatever
Okay.
gets first access, that's what's going to have access. So if you ever get an issue that says webcam can't be selected or whatever, probably just try closing other tabs and apps because one of them's using the camera.
All right. So yeah, I have a Apple and I have a PC. So it sounds like I should just do this on my Apple.
On my Mac, yeah, I can use the camera
Yeah.
in 15 places, no problem. Yep.
Okay. Then my second question is, if I download the extension, do I need to do it if I'm checking my Outlook too, or is it when I download it?
So Outlook is actually going to be its own standalone add-in. So really quick,
Okay.
and it is only for 365 as well. So if you have like the standard desktop Outlook that's included with a PC and you're not paying monthly for it, there won't be an add-on for that version of Outlook. It's only the 365 version that has a monthly subscription. Those are the ones that you can actually have add-ons for. And you would just go into Outlook. Sometimes it's called apps, sometimes it's called add-ons, depending on which version you're on. And you'd be able to search for Dubb and add that little button here. So
Got it.
it's separate for the 365 Outlook, but same function. Insert, it's right there. Yep. Good. Okay.
Hey, Darius, can I ask one more quick question? On the app, where is that little whiteboard on the phone?
Yeah. It's this little clipboard right there.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
Little clipboard.
Oh, that is so cool. I did not realize that was there. That was never shown to me. That is super cool.
Yeah, no, it's super. We measured this actually, guys. When it has the first name in it versus just this, it's like a 30% or more. Like 30% was the minimum increase in clicks and responses and stuff. So major difference between this and having their name in it. It creates a world of difference. So
can you do the same thing if you're doing a message on LinkedIn, still using that?
Yeah, you could do this as well, but I would actually use their LinkedIn profile instead, just because if they've connected with you on LinkedIn, they're certainly active on LinkedIn, and they're definitely going to recognize their LinkedIn profile. So if it's on LinkedIn, it's just you're just in LinkedIn, you may as well say, hey, John, I was checking out your LinkedIn. Great to connect. Yeah.
So you're just using that part of the screen capture. And then when you press tab, then you just get the LinkedIn. Is that the secret to the whole thing?
Exactly. 100%.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Good questions.
Darius?
Yes.
Sorry, I had another question.
Oh.
When you, oh gosh, it just went out of my head. Go to the next person. It'll come back.
Okay. Jay, what do you got, my friend? Any questions on what I just showed?
You probably need to go over it a few million times just to have it set in. I'm old school. I started using computers punch cards, so that tells you how old I am.
No, I got you. And really quick, sorry to interrupt you, but I was gonna say this whole thing was recorded. And so what I'd like for you guys to do is if anyone wants to rewatch this, you can slow it down, you can rewind it. That will be available. My email is darius@dubb.com. I just put that in the chat. Just shoot me an email. Say, hey, I'd like a copy of the recording. And that way I'll get this exact recording over to you. You can come just rewatch it and slow it and rewind it as many times as you need.
Great. That's going to be helpful. I have a question. You might be going over this soon, but I do health talks, virtual health talks. And would doing a video talking about the talk and sending it would be more of a mass email, not just for each individual.
Right. And you're saying to get people to join the talk, right?
Well, just to register for the talk.
Yeah, no, I would exactly do that. That's how we get everyone to register for our webinars that we host, like, every couple months. We do a video and we say, guys, we're going to tell you about this webinar, this live speaking event. And here's what you're going to learn. Here's why you want to attend. Here's some fear of missing out, some sensitivity, some urgency. Add all those into that video, and it makes it much more compelling for them to want to be a part of that event.
It's basically the same as what you just did, just with a different script. Yeah,
exactly. You'd pull up what I might do is I might actually go share my screen. So I'm just going to pull up live event example. Don't worry about this thing. I'm just going to go to, like, let's pretend this is the event page, right? This is where they can register for the event. I would go onto that page and I would record the video right from there. So I'd put myself, you can make the bubble bigger here, and I'd press start recording. And then I would talk about the event and say, after the countdown, 3, 2, 1. And I would say, hey guys, I want to take a moment and invite you to the upcoming health talk. The first thing I want you to be aware of is you can register right here. So I'm going to use there's actually an annotation tool you can turn on so that you can draw on the screen. So I can do this. And then I can do my pencil. So that's what I would do. I'd do a video on the event page and showing them how to register and stuff.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You got it. Yeah, absolutely. Now, we just covered a couple things, guys. One was the webcam only, and then we covered the screen, but that was just for prospecting. And now, just now, we started talking about another use case of it, which is really limitless applications. Excuse me. Let's say you guys have an event page like this. Maybe it's a website and they can navigate it. Maybe it's a checkout form. Maybe it's a contract or a proposal. Anytime you want to show something or should show something visually, that's what this tool is for. So let's just say the example of the contract, the proposal, right? The invoice. Instead of just sending this over and wanting them to pay it, maybe you would break it down for them and say, guys, I want to just quickly go over this proposal. So we discussed X amount of sessions for X amount of time. This is the price per session when you break it down. So something like that as well. There are, again, limitless applications for this tool. In fact, I want to talk really quickly about lead generation, guys. Lead generation, meaning you don't know them yet. One of the most effective ways to do this is with social, right? We can generate leads for free by posting to social. And so what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to take one example. Again, the example is not relevant for everybody. But I'm just going to pull up a page as an example of what I want to show. So this is an example of posting to social. If you guys are posting at all to social, you'll know that different channels want different formats. If you're posting to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Shorts, YouTube Shorts, Reels, right? Then you need to have a vertical video, meaning it needs to be like it was on a cell phone. And so now we can do this on your computer. So what I just did is I crunched my browser together, and we're going to talk about why what makes a good health coach. And so now I'm going to press record. I'm going to record my screen. I'm going to put my little bubble here, and then I'm going to choose my custom size, and I'm going to choose portrait. And now I have a perfect portrait style video that is perfect for social media, for TikTok, Instagram, any of those channels. So here I am. By the way, I can also use a teleprompter, guys. If I don't want to memorize what I want to talk about, I can select a script and I can read from the teleprompter as I'm recording my video. So teleprompter is part of this, custom size, so I can make my perfect vertical videos. And then there's also annotations, as I was showing you guys earlier, so that I can say, click here, sign here, whatever that I want to draw as I'm recording. So that's what those little buttons do. I can click a number and I can draw numbers. I can do an arrow and I can say, look here, sign here, click here. So this is what it looks like for that limitless applications, guys, is to record your screen, to provide education, to provide a consultative, to provide entertainment, right? Because if we're posting to social, it has to be those things. First, it has to be video. If you guys want it to have any sort of opportunity to go viral, right? To get picked up by the algorithm. Text posts, unless you're in Instagram threads, are not going to do anything. So video is the first format. And then you guys will know to generate leads, you need to post content for your ideal customers, and it needs to be compelling and informative. So what the actual content is, guys, that'll be up to you. But I do want to show you, we have a tool to make that easy as well. If for whatever reason, you're like, I know I need to make some content, I just don't know what it should be about. We have sort of Chat GPT, but upgraded, built right into the platform as well, so that I can set up my Chat GPT, my profile, where it understands I'm a health coach. I'm selling to mothers looking to be, or, you know, women looking to be mothers through adoption. That's my audience, right? I can set up this profile so the AI understands exactly who I am, what my goals are, what my product is, what I want people to do. It's going to understand everything about my business here with a simple form. And then I can tell the AI, right, you know, come up with 10 ideas to make videos on to generate leads from social. And then it's going to give me 10 really good topics specific to my business and my goals and my profile and all that. So it's like ChatGPT, except a whole bunch of steps forward on the AI assisted, guys. So when I'm talking about recording your screen, you can use it. And if you have plenty of ideas on your own, great, then use those. All right, another quick pause here, guys. That's it for recording. Actually, I see a question or two. So beauty filters, there is on the mobile app all the same functions that I just showed, guys. So there's the same teleprompter available. I can select a script, read from my script. On iPhone, it has voice recognition. So you can actually go like this. Only for iPhone for now, but once upon a time, oh, let me switch it back to auto track, sorry. Okay, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a man named John. John had just gotten married and was enjoying his new life with his beautiful wife, Emily. So you're seeing it's following my voice at that speed. So teleprompter is part of it, just like the desktop. You have your multiple clips you can create, and there is also some filters. So you can click right there, and there's some beauty filters, skin softening, black and white, sepia, all the kind of basic filters. Not like advanced AR, augmented reality filters, but skin softening works pretty well, where you can, you know, buffer it a little bit, take off some of the wrinkles. Good. So that's the mobile. Guys, quick pause here. As I mentioned, any questions on recording? I'm just going to go in the order that they're received. Charles, yours is a little more complex. I'm going to save that for the end there. Charles, what's the best way to do your one-to-many with email? You have GHL, Charles. We'll come to that when we're talking about sending. So that'll be through GHL, though, for yourself and the other GHL user. Charles, when you crop the screen, you can't scroll the site. No, yeah. So you have to, great question. And yes, you can do that. Here's what he's talking about. When you have a crop, the question is, can you scroll the website? And yes, you should be able to. You have to click into the website, though. So like if I'm clicked outside of here, I won't be able to scroll. But I have to make sure that I'm clicked in here, and you would still be able to scroll the site inside of the frame. So just play with it a little bit, and you'll find that it is possible. Good. Okay. Rhonda, go ahead.
So I love this. So one of the things that I do is I find super cool videos that are from all over the internet, and I post them. Okay. And then I write a post that is related to what I do. Right. Yeah. So even if it's just about smiling, I make the post about when you smile when you read somebody's LinkedIn post. Okay. Right. Now my strategy is so let's say you liked my post or you commented on my post areas. I would send a video, but what I like that you've shown, and I want to know how to do it, is, maybe you like 10 posts. Okay. You didn't just like mine. How could I take the post itself in the background, right? Yeah. Have my face there and say something like, hey, Darius, thanks for taking the time to like my post about the smile. You can bring up my LinkedIn if you want as an example, because you'll see I do it every day.
No, I was gonna say I'll grab mine really quick, but you'll get the. So yeah.
Yeah, and so what I would say is, hey, it looks like we share X number of connections. We also share XYZ. Would it make sense for us to jump on a call to just learn more about each other, share resources? I'll drop a link to my Calendly below. Okay. Yeah. So it works very effectively, but if I were to actually show the post in the background, so now they know exactly which post I'm talking about, because typically the posts that I put are really, really engaging. Okay. Right. Like they're funny as all get out, and I'll get 50 people just to hit the like button on any given post. Yeah. Right.
Nice.
So how do I grab that window with the post and then put my face in the message? That's what I don't know how to do.
You got it. So right here, what I did is I went to my posts. I went here, copy the link to the post. I opened it in a new tab. So I went straight to my post, and then now do the Chrome extension, current tab only.
Okay.
Make sure my webcam is on there. And then we're going to press record on just that post page. So, and then of course you can put your bubble wherever you want it to be. And now we're recording just the tab of just this post.
And that's going to go into the message to, if you were sending it to me, for example, to say, hey, Rhonda, thanks so much about
Exactly.
liking my post about putting AI on the front lines.
And now, depending on your strategy, what I might do is, instead of saying, hey, Rhonda, I might say, hey, I saw you liked my post. I wanted to thank you so much for the engagement and present an opportunity for you. And then you can recycle this video for everybody that liked the post. And you just sort of leave their first name out of it. That's one strategy. If you're not putting their LinkedIn or their name in it, then at least make it seem like, and that way you can recycle it and just be a little bit more efficient.
Oh, that's pretty cool. And then on the Dubb app, where do you find these posts that you're putting? So like if I want to take what you just did, I didn't put your first name in, right? And I want to put this onto, say, 15 people that like the post, right?
Yeah.
How do I go back to the Dubb app to grab that particular video that was just created?
Well, you wouldn't have to, actually. You would just go to their LinkedIn and write a message, and then your button is right here, so that when you click the button, your video library is going to pop up. Let me maximize really quick. And then you can instantly insert a video into any message. So basically anywhere you can write a message, there's going to be that Dubb button. And then when you click the button, it's going to allow you to insert the video. Let me just move the zoom control there. So that's how you'll be able to do that. You just cancel that recording.
Where does the library go? Where do I find the library?
It's right here. It wasn't showing because I was recording, but the library is this section right here. And you see it says insert video.
Okay. And does it show you if it's been watched as well?
It does right here. Yeah, you can see at a glance if it's been watched or opened, and it's going to track all of that. Yeah.
Okay. It's a lot. Like you really have to practice.
Right. Now, practice, I would say, is the most important thing. But get one strategy, like we're talking about this one LinkedIn, either their LinkedIn page, the event page, the post page. You get that one strategy down, test it for yourself, and then you say, wow, this is so much better than the plain text responses. I'm just going to keep doing that one thing. And then you can upgrade from there, continue to add new layers.
So just one last quick question. So I'm doing an event on LinkedIn, and I did my search on Sales Navigator. I have a particular group of people that I want to invite to this event, right? Can I insert it as a message on Sales Navigator? Does it work with Nav?
Same button, same thing. I have Navigator as well. And yes, you'll find the same button inside of Navigator as well.
Can you show me? Because I haven't seen it. I have Nav and I have Dubb. So I would just love if you would just take a minute and show me. Because I have 200 people that I want to invite to my event.
Right.
But they have to be, and they're not connections. That's why I'm using Nav.
Do you see my button here?
Okay, so yeah, it says type your message, but it's
went
somebody
to
that's not a
Navigator.
first. It's not a first level. Okay,
I would. Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't recommend sending videos until they're a first level, because if you send it, it's only going to show as a link. It won't show the preview, and that's just a LinkedIn privacy thing. They won't automatically show previews to people that aren't connections.
As an in-mail, even as an in-mail.
Even as an in-mail, it's just going to be a link. Unfortunately, it's a LinkedIn privacy thing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That was, I was trying to find a really easy way.
Yeah. No, I wish they would change the rules there, but they're like, nope, you don't know this person. We're not going to show the images.
Because you can't do an invite from your LinkedIn event to somebody that's not first level.
Right. Right. Yeah. Unless you're in the same group, you can invite a whole group.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Yep. Okay. Good. Let's keep going here. Vivica, can you show how to get the AI script screen? Vivica, turn your mic on there for me. I just want to make sure I got the right spot. We're talking about the AI writer, right? The AI writing assistant, Ira?
Yeah, from the Dubb, from the platform, that one. And then I just missed where you went. Oh, is it in the home screen?
Yeah, it's just right on the dashboard. And then right here, you'll find that profile. So we always want you to create, like my profile is perfectly set up for me. Like it knows my company name, my profession, who I'm going after, my call to action. It knows all those things about me. so that when I say write an email, it doesn't have to know anything else. It already knows everything it needs, and it's going to go give me perfect email copy for whatever I want to accomplish.
Oh, okay. So I need
Yep.
to set up my profile.
Yeah. The other thing is this same tool is available, guys, everywhere. It's on the mobile app. It's also in the Chrome extension. So I can click right here and AI. And there's my same AI with my same profile selector. So I don't even have to come back to Dubb. I can be anywhere and leverage that same tool.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good. Jay, can it give me hair? Not yet. Not yet. Maybe one of these days. Okay. Is there a file cabinet for all your posts on the Dubb site? Yes. Yes, absolutely. So the way that it works by default, guys, is it's going to have, we actually have what's called tags. And the reason we use tags instead of folders is because traditionally folders have one destination, right? You have your folder A and things go in folder A, but they can't also exist in other folders. The difference with tags is you can have different tags, multiple different tags on one video. So you can have something for prospecting, but it's also lead gen, but it's also marketing, or whatever example you want to do. So that's what you could do is there's this list view, and I can go like this. I can select one or multiple, and then I can say add a tag, and then that's going to put them in that folder in quotations, right, with that tag. And so now when I go to select, like, for example, I have my tag, which is tutorials. So I select that tag. Now there's all my videos with that particular tag. So yes, there is tags are used like folders in our system. Good. Jay, go ahead, my friend. Appreciate your time, brother, and come back anytime if you have further questions. Okay, good. Let's keep going here. I got one more. I've two more really important things. And Charlene, how is it different from Loom? That's a great question. And I'll actually give you the fast answer. The first part of it we just covered, which is actually in the recording functions. We have the full functioning teleprompter. You have your advanced annotations. You have your custom size. There's a lot of tools in the recording tool itself that Loom or other screen recorders do not offer. So that's the first difference is in the recording tools, teleprompter, custom size, advanced annotations, all of which are unique to Dubb. But most importantly is actually what happens next. People call Dubb Loom on steroids because it's literally does all the things that Loom does, plus a ton of much more useful features. So this is the second piece, guys, of what Dubb is all about. What I did is I recorded an example here. Most of you guys saw me record this in about 30 seconds or so. And now here's what Dubb does every single time you record a video. Dubb is going to build a landing page, a website, a one-page video website for every time you record a video. Now, the difference here is this landing page, this website is completely customizable based on what you're trying to accomplish. So this logo here, that's your logo, not Dubb's, the watermark, the custom background image. So 100% of the branding, the design and stuff is customizable for your guys' brands and logos and images and colors. More important than the branding, though, really much more important. The reason we're creating these videos is because we want people to take action. We want them to book a time in our calendar, to chat with our AI assistant, to visit our testimonials, right? To email us, call us, text us. Anything you want someone to do, that's what these buttons are for. There can be as many of the call to action buttons or as few of them, and they can do almost anything that you want. So one click to download an attachment, fill out a form, go to a website, any website, make a phone call, a text message. They can book a time in the calendar like this is here. They can, of course, visit success stories. They can even, guys, send a video back to you. If you do not yet have some testimonial videos from your clients, this is the easiest way to capture testimonials from anybody because they don't need to download or sign up or install anything. They just click a button just like that, and now they can send a video back to you. So if you don't have testimonials, go do that right now, right after this, go collect some. These buttons, guys, as many of the buttons as few, and they're added automatically to your videos based on what your goals are. Now, another really important piece. What did I say in this video? Hey, John. I said, hey, John, I wanted to put this quick face to the name. I made a video for you and it comes right after this, and it's going to tell you about my business. So right at the end of this short video, it rolls into the next video automatically. This video is 94 seconds and it's a product overview, and it shows all the really cool stuff that Dubb does. And so what our clients are putting here is they're putting their really cool explainer video that talks about their business, that explains the value proposition of their coaching business or their software, their real estate business, whatever it is. So now the idea with this use case is, hey, I can get the best of both opportunities where I can say, hey, John gets to hear his name, see his name, know that I took the time to do something specific for John, which is going to increase the responses to this type of message dramatically. And I did all this in less than 30 seconds. And then, because if I'm doing lead gen or prospecting or lead nurturing, the fact is the majority of my message is repeatable, right? My value, my offer to most people is the same. So instead of repeating that every time I want to do a video, the playlist does that for me. So I say, hey, John, I saw you were interested in something in my business. Check out this message. Let me know what you think. And then it goes into exactly why John should book a time or take action. And then after this, after the explainer, it can roll right into testimonials, testimonial videos that were captured with Dubb, just like this one. So what you guys saw, the full experience, I recorded a video for John in less than 30 seconds, and Dubb built this entire website, this whole landing page for me with all of my best options, videos, so I can avoid repeating myself. I can automatically add relevant information and material. My right buttons are there so they can take exactly what I need them to do. Success stories in case they're on the fence. This whole thing was built instantly based on that goal. Now, one more thing I'll show you guys. This whole page is what I consider generic for like lead nurturing, right? We got a lead that came to Dubb, and this is relevant for anyone. 2-minute explainer for anyone. Testimonials, you can see there's 5 different testimonials from 5 different industries. Success stories, there's 10 different industries here. So this is generic. But what if I want to reach out to somebody very specific? I'm going to change one switch. You're going to see it right here. I'm going to switch it to higher education. And now I'm going to show you the video again. You'll see every single thing on this video has changed. So before it looked like this: generic explainer, generic testimonial, generic success stories. Now it's specific explainer for admissions, a specific testimonial from admissions, a specific case study for admissions, a college campus in the background. So now with that one switch, I instantly packaged my message to make it look like this is what I specialize in. This is what my business is all about. So this is just to show you guys that if you have different products or services or different businesses or maybe different types of customers, you can instantly, customize, package, optimize your videos for those different purposes. And then one final example, guys, we should all be doing this because we all have clients. And then what do you do with a client when they have purchased? We need to turn that one client into 2. How do we do that? With reviews, testimonials, and referrals. So that's what I just did. I just switched the preset, and now you're going to see it changed everything again. So instead of being for lead generation for education, it's now just for reviews and testimonials. Leave me a video, go to Google, Capterra, whatever. So that's just to show you guys whatever your goals are. Maybe it's different products or services. Maybe it's different stages in your business cycle. Became a client, ask for referral, right? Whatever those are, you can have as many different templates. We call them presets. A preset is something every single user on Dubb should have because it allows you to be that much more effective and efficient with every video you record. So every time you record, your best buttons, videos, explainers, testimonials are added to it automatically. And this is another reason why people say it's like Loom on steroids or other video tools on steroids, because it takes that little bit of effort. And I mean, normally you're going to have to repeat everything, but now with Dubb, you don't have to. So it reduces the amount of effort you need to put in where you're getting less input and far more output. And that's really, guys, what we need to scale, to grow. Less inputs, more outputs. That's what scale is, right? So instead of recording more video, we're recording less video and getting more outputs, more videos from it. So, guys, that's the second piece of Dubb, really critical part. And as I mentioned, every single person should have a preset, at least one, set up for their business. And if we were talking about earlier, those optimization calls, that's what I'd like you to make sure you take advantage of in your optimization. Just brainstorm a little bit and say, well, what buttons do I want? What videos do I want there? Just know what those are, and then book your optimization. We're going to help set that whole thing up for you. And I'll tell you guys too, it's not difficult. It would take maybe 3 minutes. If you already knew what the buttons were and you already have the videos, 2 minutes to set up your preset at most. So very, very simple, but we also will do that for you. We want you to have that opportunity to where you don't have to become a master of this system. You have to know what you want to accomplish, get the strategies, get the goals, the training from us, and then come get your handheld to set that up. And then you're off to the races. We can't do the videos for you guys. Sorry. Okay, guys, that's the first two pieces, recording and packaging stuff. I see some more people popped in a little bit later. Reggie, and I think maybe Craig. Guys, if anyone else popped in a little bit late, and
then just text me back if you want to go ahead and transfer it.
Sorry, I gotta mute you, John. And if anyone wants a copy of this recording, I'm gonna again place my email in the chat there, Darius@dubb.com. Shoot me an email and I'll get this exact recording right over to you. So I got one more piece, which is the core functions, and then I have a whole bunch more stuff. We could talk forever, but one more really important piece, which is some of the core functionality. So part one, we talked about how to record the videos, screen, webcam, mobile. Part two, we just talked about how to package those videos instantly so that you're saving time and being that much more effective with your presets. Now in part three, we're going to talk about sharing these videos. I'm actually going to start just inside of Gmail. Some really important things, guys. If you're sharing a video via email, add the word video. I made a video for you, something like that in the subject line. It's going to be interesting for the prospect because nobody else has that in their subject right now. Another thing, this has been studied by HubSpot, Campaign Monitor, others, emojis. People are not using them and they help your emails stand apart. For how long, I can't say. Your subject, still write your subject line. But guys, you have to write interesting subject lines. There's too much noise, too much competition, too much stuff out there to have boring subject lines. Try to make it interesting for them, right? Not about us, but about them. Second thing, you always need at least one sentence. Hey, John, check out this video about X. X is something interesting for them. Let me know your thoughts, right? That's their biggest pain point, their biggest thing, what's important to them. Not so much, hey, check out this video about how cool we are, right? If it's for business development, prospecting, lead nurturing, it's about them for now. And so that's what I recommend for the sentence. Something like this, do not add multiple paragraphs explaining things in the video and other stuff. It's going to defeat the purpose. They're going to scan it and ignore it. Do include just a single sentence or two that compels them to watch the video. And now wherever your cursor is, leave it there, click the Dubb, go to your videos and insert your video. And now that video email is ready to go. So some really important things there. Video in the subject, emojis, unless you hate them. One sentence to get them to watch, then insert the video. There's also, guys, universal copy and paste. So any system, let's say, for example, two people mentioned Go High Level. If you're inside of Go High Level, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Salesforce, dozens of all the most popular email marketing tools or to SMS marketing, whatever, we are going to have an integration with it. So you can see here, I'm on Go High Level. I've clicked here to my video. I clicked advanced and you see it says optimize for Go High Level is automatically selected because the extension recognizes where I am. It knows that I'm on the Go High Level website and it's optimizing the videos. It's changing the video so that it can now be shared through your favorite technology. So just one more, if I go to MailChimp, same thing, right? I'm in MailChimp, I click on my button and I go to share it and it's been optimized for MailChimp now. So one of the questions was, do we integrate with other platforms? Yes, all the most popular tools out there. So ActiveCampaign, Constant Contact, MailChimp, HubSpot, Salesforce, all those tools. You can see there's like 60 plus tools here we integrate with, all the most popular ones. You name them. If you can name them, other people name them, we likely integrate with it already. Now, that is two options. One, direct integration, Gmail, LinkedIn, etc. Universal copy and paste into other systems. And then finally, guys, the last thing is Dubb. Dubb is a full-on CRM and marketing automation platform. In fact, we at Dubb do not use any other technology to grow our business here. We only use Dubb to sell and market our own business. So we have our CRM, where you have all your contacts stored with tags and lists and filters and custom properties and notes and all that. So you have all of your CRM function. You have tasks, right, where you can stay on target, call John on Monday, whatever. You have a visual deal board where you can move people up and down a pipeline, custom stages, etc. You have your built-in marketing automation. So this is like a MailChimp. So in fact, we have sent many webinar invitations and stuff out here to tens of thousands of people at a time. And that's kind of what this looks like. This was an email that was sent to tens of thousands of people. And this is what it looks like when you share a video on Dubb, is you get to track the results. This is regardless of how we're sharing this, through email, through text message, through social, in bulk, through Go High Level. We are able to track the results. So if I want to add a video to Go High Level or MailChimp and send it to 10,000 people, I'm going to be able to see specifically who's watching, when they're watching, how many times, what percentage, did they click any buttons. All of that is tracked in real time so that you can be notified. And so instead of just sending a video to a bunch of people and calling them random or following up randomly, you'll know exactly who you should follow up with, because like Glenn here watched 100%, then clicked the button. That's going to be a much better conversation than, let's say, Peggy that just watched a quarter and didn't do anything else. So this is the final thing of Dubb, which is the built-in CRM and marketing automation. And then speaking of automation, guys, the eventuality of any business, in my opinion, is automation. This is how Ruben and I, when it was just two guys, were able to scale this business to our first $1 million, was by building out automations. Because we have a 7-day trial, right? We can't send emails every day for 7 days to everybody. That would take up all of our time. So instead of that, we have a sequence here that does all of our emailing, our automatic emails for us. So it could be something simple like this, where it's just based on delays, or it could be something really smart, like if they watch 50% of a video or more than 100%, whatever, less than 100%, then we can trigger different filters. It doesn't have to be video watched either. It can be open the email, click the button, didn't do something. So this is the final frontier, like I said, of Dubb automation, and also an eventuality of any business looking to grow, is implementing automation for scale. Okay, guys, that is the core of the functionality. Create your videos, package them instantly, and then distribute them through the CRM marketing technology or through your favorite system as well. So that's another of the difference between Dubb and any other video tool, is the number of integrations and its compatibility with all third-party systems, like any of them. You name all the most popular ones. So that's everything, guys, for the core stuff. I have one more thing I want to show really quick, and then I'm going to jump back into some Q&A. So I see a couple more in there. Guys, if you have other questions for Q&A, please drop something in. I'm going to go in order. I have one more piece I want to show you before I do that, though, which is the latest piece of technology we have released, guys, is SIA. It's a interactive chat assistant. Let me see if one of my videos had it there earlier. Oh, that's John, that's yours. I'm just going to go to mine really quick. So this is what it looks like. It is a chat assistant that exists below your videos, just like this. You can populate it with all of your own information, your own frequently asked questions, your own responses, whatever you want, and it's going to be trained on your business. So it's like ChatGPT, except for it's designed to talk to your customers. It's designed to capture leads. It'll ask for their information if they don't have it. It'll ask for their email, first name, whatever you want to collect, phone numbers. It'll present your call to actions. So if you want someone to book a time in a calendar, it will do that. Like, look, I'm going to say, do you offer support? Oh, you can't chat with yourself. By the way, guys, you cannot chat with yourself. So I'm going to go over here really quick, just to an example. So this is what it looks like. So I said, do you offer support? And it says, yes, we offer support. Book a time with Darius. And could you please provide your email so we can assist you further? So it did both of those things. It tried to present my call to action, because that's what I want people to do, is book me. And then it also is attempting to capture the lead in case we don't know who they are yet. So this is the most recent feature released on Dubb, guys, is the sales AI assistant that can exist on your video pages to answer questions, qualify leads, capture leads, and more. So if you're posting to social, this is a really nice tool to have right below your video to then qualify and capture and generate whatever you want it to do. Okay. Questions. I'm going to go where I stopped. Vivica, will this work for other platforms such as Facebook or Instagram? So Vivica, I did a recording earlier in this one where I showed how to post for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. So that's one part of the integration, where you can post your vertical style videos. Vivica, if you'd like the recording, just let me know. I can get it to you. And then the other version is sharing the messages as DMs through your favorite channel, Instagram, Facebook, etc. And yes, that's all possible as well, using the universal sort of copy and paste options. So
But
here,
you can't do the screen record like on the profiles, like as in LinkedIn.
you could do that as well. Yeah, absolutely. And then you could DM it to them directly by using this function here. So you are on Instagram, you're on Facebook, whatever, and then you click copy and then paste it into the body of the message you want to share. Good. All right, let's keep going. Io, can you schedule videos? Yes, that's going to be, wait, when you say schedule, do you mean the schedule the send or the schedule the recording or the schedule uploading or something? What do you mean?
Schedule to send.
Yes. Okay. So that, yes, that is the built-in feature of the campaign function. So the campaign, that's the bulk email function, could also be used just for one-to-one. So I could come just right here, create a new campaign, say Friday, we'll call it, select the video, write the email, right? Insert first name, hey, first name, whatever, and then choose who I want to send it to, and then schedule it for a date in the future. So
Very cool.
Yep. Vivica, is there any tutorial on how to build those? Vivica, which ones? Presets or?
Sorry, I meant the workflow.
Oh, the automations. Yeah. Okay. So there is a really good training video on it that covers conceptually what you need to do and also technically the step-by-step. What you would do, just come right here to the little green bubble. Also, if you visit the automation section, that video will be right here, front and center, explaining it. It's about 13 minutes. It's a longer video. And then also you can come to this little bubble right here and just go to the search and just type in automation. And you'll also find that article with everything there. And one last thing, guys, is automation can be a little bit intimidating if you haven't built them before. And so we do offer a plan where I personally can connect with you to help you build out automations. That's really the difference between these two plans, guys. Pro, this includes everything else that I described today, minus automation, minus one-to-one support from me. You still get your optimization from my team. Pro Plus includes one-to-one time with me. And it also includes automation where I'm going to meet you, work with you to help you build out your workflows. So we do offer that extra white glove. Like I promised you guys, we try to make sure you have all the help that you need. If we could give it away, we would, but you know, we got bills and stuff to pay as well. So a little extra for the extra help there. So good question. And yes, there's tutorials and that one-on-one available. My standard team, like they could help you sort of, but, and then you could also add automation to that plan as well. You don't need to pay for my support if you want. You're like, hey, no, I've done automation. I don't need your help. I just need the tool. That's an option as well. Reggie, I added a background image which shows up behind all of my videos. How can I change that image? Great question, Reggie. That is just part of the preset background. So if it's for all of your videos, that means that it's part of your preset, because the way the preset works is like your template. So you can see my preset is selected as a default. So that means every video I record gets this preset. Part of this preset is the background image. you can see that's my background image, and that's why my kind of funky artwork is in the background there every time. So if you want to change that image, come to your preset, go to the background and upload a different image. Be aware, if you change this image, it is going to change every image background that this preset is applied to. So most of my videos have this preset. So if I change that background, most of my videos are going to get a new background. So that's how you would change it for all or future videos. You can also just go to an individual video and change just the background for that one video. You go to design, go to page, and then you can choose a unique background for just that particular video. So that should do it there already. Good. Okay, Charles. Charles, I think you had one earlier too, my friend, about automations or something. Let me go back to that. Charles Taylor. I sent you an email. It's Monday, so give me a minute to get caught up. What type of automations should you suggest? Is the email subject I sent you? I just wanted an idea of automations based on emails open. Oh, okay, yeah. So I would usually build an automation based off of like a button click or a more than 50% view or just a page view. It depends on what it is, Charles. Like if I'm trying to capture any engagement, I would do a page view. If I'm trying to capture the very most qualified people, like these are going to be my lowest hanging fruit, I would go based off of that more than 50% view or the button click. So it really depends on what type of automation you're trying to build. If you want to have the most qualified, like this person's going to be ready to go, I would go off button click. And if you want to go off sort of anyone that kind of raised a hand that seems interested, I would go off of page view. So that's what I would do there, Charles. Either button click for most qualified, or if you're like, no, I want a bigger list of people that anyone that's sort of interested, I would go page view. Never email open though. Email open is just a weird one these days where if they have an iPhone and a CRM, and it can say that the email was opened, even if the person themselves didn't open it yet. So don't like email open too much. Okay. Charles, what's the best way to do one to many? That is the, in fact, this is for everybody as well. If you have a third-party system that you're using, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Go High Level, any of those, the best way to do this, guys, come to the little bubble and just type in the word third, which means third party. So I'm going to go to search. I'm just going to type in third, and it's going to say how to send through a third party. And then there's a nice video here, article. It's going to tell you exactly how to get sharing and tracking through your third-party tool. There should be a video there as well. Yeah, okay, the video's there as well. So whether you want to read or watch, those are available for you. Okie dokie. I think that's everything in this Q&A. Wait. I think that's it. Oh, Rhonda, how do you include the testimonials? That's going to be part of that preset. So you go to your preset, and part of the preset is the playlist. So here's my preset. I'm going to go to the pencil to edit it. And then here you're going to see playlist. And I have my testimonial videos there. So every time I record, Dubb is going to automatically add this particular video right into the playlist. So if you have multiple videos, it'll add multiple. If you just have one, it'll add just that one.
Can your video testimonials not be on Dubb, but they're just MP4s that are someplace else?
Not in the playlist. You could add a button link that goes to somewhere else, but I wouldn't see why. I would say it'd probably be easier to just incorporate them on the page. You can,
so in other words, if somebody had, like I have tons and tons of video testimonials that were done on Zoom for the most part, right? Or
upload it to Dubb. Yeah. Take
so you can upload them to Dubb, is what you're saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, any video from any source you can upload to Dubb.
You can upload to Dubb. And then the VIP option that you talked about, because I bought the first level, right? But are you saying with the VIP that you can actually get way more one-on-one help with setting all this up?
I connect with my Pro Plus people. Yeah, me personally.
To help set up everything and go through it.
Yep.
So for wherever you are, can you upgrade from where you are to the next level?
Absolutely, at any time.
How often do you meet with them?
Well, typically we would meet a few times in the beginning at least, and then it's sort of like on an as needed basis after that. At least a few sessions in the beginning to get ramped up, though. I'd say 2 to 3, depending on the complexity of what we're building, like an automation and stuff would typically take at least those 3. And we can do those sometimes within a week, within 2 weeks. It kind of depends on your availability, your speed at which, because I'm going to assign a couple of assignments, some homework, because you got to do some of the things, and that way it'll depend on how fast you're doing those as to how quickly those meetings are back to back. And then everything else is from there on is on demand. So you just, whenever you need support, you can book it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question on that?
Absolutely.
So let's just say you need like 3 months of the VIP to ramp up, right?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you kind of know what you're doing. Can you downgrade back to the other?
Yep. As long as, unless you purchase it annually to save, then if you go to downgrade, it's going to apply the difference as a credit to your renewal. So if you're on monthly, you can just switch straight month to month. If you paid for the year in advance for the Pro and you upgrade to Pro Plus, it'll get, you'll only pay the difference. And then if after some time you switched back, it would apply the difference of the downgrade as a credit to your renewal.
Oh, okay. So you can actually do that, which makes a lot of sense because it doesn't seem like you'd need the VIP for the whole year once you get what you get out of it. And then it would just apply it to your renewal on the Pro plan. So you don't have to pay for it for a whole year if you're not going to really need it.
Right. And I have people do a mix of each, right? Some people stay on Pro forever. They're like, all right, whenever I need you, I know you're there, and that's good for me. Or if they're like, okay, I got everything I need, I really need to master this to go beyond my own. It's all are available. Happy either way.
And part of that Pro plan is because I have GHL as well. You help with it integrating with GHL and
totally. Yeah, I'll set that whole thing. It only takes a few minutes for that as well. Yep.
Okay, cool. Thanks. This is really worth the time. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys made it here. So, all right. Well, let me see. Yes, go ahead, my friend.
I got one quickie. And I came in late, so you probably went over this already. The little bubble. You and the little bubble. How do I get that?
Yeah. Okay. There's 2 different ways. Technically, I wish it were easier. In just saying I like when there's just one option. But the thing here is there's some limitations, guys. So one way to get the guy in the bubble is right here. This is called the Dubb Chrome extension. And in fact, if you're newer, when you sign up to Dubb, there's going to be some tasks right here. It says your tasks. One of them will be install the Dubb Chrome extension. So that is one way to get the guy in the bubble. Now the limit to this.
I'm sorry. What would you just hit to do that?
I just clicked on the Dubb Chrome extension and it opens.
That's literally all you do is click on the dome.
Yeah,
I've done that. I don't get that. Wait.
Well, from there, you'll need to make sure you have an option selected, either screen or tab. And then you'll also need to make sure your camera is on. So look, if I don't have anything selected, nothing appears, right? But if I click tab and then I turn on my camera, now I see stuff. So just be aware, you need the Chrome extension, select whether you want screen or tab, turn on the camera, and now you'll be able to record.
Okay.
Let me just show you one really quick limit to this thing, which is if you're trying to record stuff on your desktop, like a PowerPoint presentation, it is not as good for that because the little bubble cannot go outside of Google Chrome. So you'll see the little bubble ends at Google Chrome. It can't go outside. So the Chrome extension is really good if you want to record something inside of your browser. It's perfect for that. And the reason we had to give this other option I'm going to show is for when you want to record outside of the browser. So the other option you can see, I'm going to click up here on my desktop outside of Chrome. This is the Dubb desktop app for PC or Mac. So it's a completely separate install. You'll find the link for it though in the same place. So like if you go to the Dubb dashboard again, you will find it in, sorry, let me close this. You'll find it in the same exact place as the other guy, which is right here under your tasks. It'll say install the Dubb desktop app. So depending on what you need to record, if it's stuff on your desktop, you'll want the desktop app. If it's in the browser, the Chrome extension will suffice.
Wait, can you from the desktop app, can you show how you get the bubble?
Okay, yeah. So from the desktop app, are you Windows or PC?
Windows.
Or sorry, Windows or Mac. So you go to Windows, as long as you have the Dubb desktop app installed, type in Dubb, you'll find the app, open the app, and then this is the first thing, well, actually, after you install it, and log into it, this is the first thing that you're going to see. And from there, you simply click record screen, and that brings up the screen recorder, and you'll just turn on your toolbar like that. And now we're ready to go. Cool.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. Perfect. Well,